Hey everybody, Vinny here. Today we're going to be playing a game called The Beginner's Guide. Not really sure what I'm getting into. The game was recommended to me though, so without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, audio is on. Alright, basic controls.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide.
Oh, no
My
problem.
name is Davey Reedon. I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Okay.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way.
Let's say it looked like
And
CSGO.
mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But
Okay.
what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here.
Okay.
So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever.
Oh,
And I
that's
think he really
unfortunate.
understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, this was just how
Oh,
he worked.
no.
He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveywreden@gmail.com.
Okay.
Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
2008. Oh, wow. That's a while. Oh.
Warning. Whisper machine active. Shift to
Okay.
structure imminent.
Warning, Whisper Machine.
This game is called
Status
Escape
active.
from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Guess we're getting out of here. Where are we going?
Security call breached. Hostile alien life form inbound.
Okay. Who was the hostile alien
It kind
life
of
form?
looks like this game was abandoned mid-development.
Oh no.
For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
Look, I just did.
But ultimately, we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin shield evacuation.
Oh. Okay. guess somebody else neutralized it for me.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Ah! Oh, that's kind of funny.
Apparently, this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Oh, jeez.
Okay,
jarring.
this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Okay. Oh, the
Hey,
engine room.
you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam.
Body?
So much to ask, but for all of our lives,
No.
could you do it? Could you give yourself?
So I guess that's me. Oh, jeez.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Well, that's crazy.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it.
That's
Like
super
how
cool.
small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and
pretty.
experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Okay, it looks very backroom-esque. The past was behind her. Oh.
Yep. In this game, you can only
Oh,
walk
that's weird.
backwards.
Okay. Oh.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment
future could
combining
not be
motion and
seen.
narrative.
Huh.
It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more
Wait.
focused, more complete.
Keep changing.
Code is trying to give it a unique voice
Why does
rather
the
than
future
simply
keep
basing
changing?
it on a pre-existing trope.
She stops and looks. It becomes clearer. Ooh. Pretty. Future is always behind her. How will she find the strength? Confront it. Oh, jeez, that gave me
It's a
tingles a
short
little
little
bit.
thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that.
No.
Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
Okay, where am I? Narrator, where am I? Oh. Oh. Okay, so it seems like it's a linear path. Very short draw distance. You are now entering. Entering what?
And that's it. Okay,
What?
the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Okay.
Oftentimes, Coda would
Nonsense.
put bizarre titles
Nearly
like this
every
one at the start of
direction.
his games.
Oh, jeez.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree
Very
with
liminal
that at
space.
all, but what are you gonna do? I know it's tempting, but there's actually nothing over here. Sorry.
Thanks. What over here? Here? Nothing again. Okay. Got a very liminal space feel. It's wind blowing. Oh my goodness. Huh. I guess we're going up the stairs. Guess we're gonna find nonsense up there. Oh, I feel like I'm starting to walk through muck. What?
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why,
Okay.
if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Can I enter the door at this speed though, or is it just never gonna be able? Yeah, okay, let's go. Oh. What? A normal game where you have to scream into a mic every 15 seconds, keep playing? Oh, it's like ideas for games?
A room that's warm and nice
Acknowledgement.
and filled with little ideas for games.
Huh. Stranger appears. You must address and rally a group
Coda
of
would
eager
often tell
press
me that
reporters.
he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person,
What?
but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a
Whoa.
very slow climb to get there.
You are a gate. Press U to surrender. Read an enemy's emails. Learn how to beat them. Oh, goodness. Ready, set, fish. Oh, okay. Bloodeds are very liminal space feeling. Pretty cool. Do enjoy that.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go
Which-
ahead and see if you can solve it.
Okay. Oh, there's a switch with a door behind. There. An actual puzzle to it? Ground is foggy. Door again. Oh, I have an idea. I'm gonna open the door. See if I can shut it and get out before it shuts. There's the other switch. There we go.
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon. We're gonna see it a lot.
What's with the dots? Okay. Interesting.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve the puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough.
Right.
Now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Oh, okay. What? What?
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Good question. What is the role? Oh, wow. Hey, this looks familiar. Are we now entering again? Oh, now exiting.
Aha. So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Okay. Sounds good. The Great and Lovely Descent. That is a pretty little house. Oh, I can walk, okay. Wow, this is... The sense of scale is a little crazy.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do.
Right.
So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Streetwise Fool. Cool name.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because
my
he's
goodness.
working with what the engine does well.
I was not expecting that.
The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Right. Oh, jeez. Sense of scale is insane. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Did not mean to go down that fast. Oh, it's giving me chills. I don't know why. Just can I get in there? I can't. Oh, I can't get in there. Oh. Oh my goodness. Got in. What?
This prison,
Oh.
funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
That's crazy.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games.
Playable games.
Full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere.
Oh my god.
There wasn't.
I like this guy. My kind of guy. Very, what's the reason? Still doing because can. Oh. Okay, wasn't expecting this. Hey look, it's the door again. Oh. And the 3 dot face again. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, so I'm assuming
It's
that
the
this.
puzzle again,
Yeah.
with the exact same solution as the last time.
Okay. We'll do that. And oh, the door has another switch.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise
Interesting.
I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Maybe it's like the sense of familiarity. Be my guess. I don't know. Oh. You there?
Here,
Did you
Coda
come up
begins
from
using
above?
a kind of dialogue system
What
that
was
he
up there?
fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. I'm gonna say floating colored blocks. 3. That's the world above. You've been there? Now this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yeah, I did. Actually. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. No, I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. Prefer not to tell you after all. We've only just met. I do like that option. No, we've only just met, sorry. What? But you don't understand. We are trapped here. That puzzle is our only escape. We need to get through it. Think you want to get through, but trust me, you don't. Let me describe it for you. Let me tell you all about what is over there. Alright, I'll tell you how to solve it. Nah, you think you want to get through, but trust me, you don't. Oh no, but I do. We do. We need to get there. Do you understand? It's the most important thing in the world. We have to escape this prison. There must be an ending, I promise you. There's nothing I want more. Okay. Can I talk to you again? Well, I could leave. Okay. Interesting. What's them again? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? No, I've been right here this whole time. I suggest you go see the puzzle sometime. It's not meant to be solved, but you can sit in the black space in the middle. What happens if I solve it? Not sure, but if I had any suspicion, what you find won't be worth what it takes to get there. Okay. Interesting. Oh, and I can leave again. We're gonna hit the puzzle again?
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Okay. Wonder if the choices mattered back there. I'm assuming they probably didn't much. Okay. Like, apartment complex.
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out.
Interesting.
I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Oh, well, now. Interesting. Fade to black. walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Okay. Okay. Nice room. Not. Ouch.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
Oh my
In retrospect,
goodness.
I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention.
Whoa.
I was over
Holy shit.
enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about
You guys
it
hear
and
me?
very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
Hello. Reasonable.
Feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either
Everyone
way,
read this.
to me they convey a sense of loneliness.
Hey.
I see this person who's filled with
Place makes me
thoughts
sad.
and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them
I want to tell you a
except
secret.
as
Once upon a
scattered
time
and
I did.
unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
King of the world. Whee!
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often
Okay,
felt,
bro.
that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing.
Huh.
I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is
Interesting.
why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Balls. Why? Hey, I can type here. Guy over there wrote much wrong. I'd rather be doing literally anything other than playing this. Okay. That's interesting. This shit is this cavern. I don't know, what is it? Boring. I can assure you guaranteed that there is an acorn somewhere here in this place and the sailors are looking for it. What? Yo, there's so much going on down here. Hey guys, just looking for someone to talk to. I refuse to believe. I want to believe. Butt ass butt. That guy knows what he's talking about. Need to go to the friggin' bathroom. Recognize me, please. Nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. A free t-shirt. Need other side door. Why you so? Door how open? Open sesame. Makes game includes door cannot open door. Thanks. Hey, yeah, no door open on that. Then someday I'll meet the person who made. Oh wait. Oh, what? Yo. That's crazy. Where did this all come from? New room. Maybe the door did work? You hear the chimes? Keep you going, don't they? I'd very much like to be desired. When we all... It's not very crowded here. Scared of writing something. Don't want to feel judged. Game where leave notes and suddenly everyone's a poet. This is where I get off. I'm compelled. Oh, are you? Oh. Yeah, I can see that. Stop, turn back. Proceeding further will only result in misery. Take my hand, let's jump together. I kind of want to jump. I don't know though. Oh, there's so much stuff down there. Cabbage shapes our nations. That painting, that's a good question. Not matter. Get over there. You don't talk about me that way. Very good game. I think this is not going anywhere. Okay. Next time I'll do better. Need someone to talk to. That sounds lonely. This is a note. Don't listen to the other notes. Not safe. Okay. Today I learned you cannot fall off. Ethical. Oh, you can't fall off. Oh, that's funny. I didn't actually try until just then. I saw a person walking down there. Now it won't come back. Did you? Hold on, all of you. Painting, what does it mean? The numbers, Mason. Stop faking it. Art. Hey guys, how's it going? Just hanging. Help, I'm trying to speak. I think it's about how things look messy from up close and perfect from far away. Oh, it still looks pretty good to me up here. Up here, it's just like dots. I mean, it's just like dots from up there too, but the pretty dots. Who are all of you? We will all die someday. Stop pretending you're other people. Spoilers, it doesn't mean anything. Ouch. Cabbage shapes our nation. Ah, I saw that one already. Devil Tower Star. Devil Tower Star. He was himself the most horrible creature he could imagine. Feel that one. About how this game is pretentious and you'll suck. Double Tower Star again. Maybe I'll feel some real someday. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. Sarcasm much? Must be a reason for it, though. Ooh, it's getting brighter, it feels like. Terrible secret, and he kept it well. Did he now? I beat the game. Did you? More room?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means.
Okay.
Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one.
For the whispers. Wish there were notes in the real world. Yeah, I hear that. Become one with the spiraling nonsense. Downward, keep
In
digging.
each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Huh. Does this puzzle have a solution? Oh my god, I've been here for literally an hour. What the fuck do I do? Help. Developer, answers please. Okay, how do I solve it? This doesn't make sense. The second door won't open. Help.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you
no
move
answer, I
on,
think.
you get to pause,
No second switch.
just for a moment,
No
a
solution.
few seconds to reflect on
Heading back to the
and
start
let
later,
go of the
guys.
events that led you here.
That's
To
not so
step
bad
back
in here.
and connect the pieces together, to grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Oh man. Oh, good show. Another liminal space. This whole game is liminal spaces. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is that? Typewriters? Ugh. Oh yeah, look at that. A whole bunch of typewriters. What does it mean? Mason, the numbers, what do they mean? Are you there? Please say something. Can't say anything, it needs you. Speak, 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 speak. What are the typewriter noises?
Okay, this one is tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Corn stars die too? Okay. Art Deco. Modern art. Corn.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason,
stuck in a well.
Tony gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Okay. Oh. Even more minimalist. There's the well. What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? A refrigerator. That's not a refrigerator. Hold the room. 10 stoves lined up against the wall. Those are couches. Light up. I think we should light up this room a bit. Skylight, full ceiling window. Open this baby up. I'm thinking 10 by 12 recessed electric 6-inch soft LED ceiling lights with fluorescent trim. We'll put live Tesla coils in each corner. Yeah. Yeah, live Tesla coils. Let's do it. Yeah. Or just a lamp. And a table. You need a table? Who are you? What exactly are you doing this from? Where exactly are you doing this from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. Tables were invented in 1935. Yeah. That's true, but oh my goodness. What?
There's a bit more to this one, but still it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
It's a furniture maze.
So okay,
Jesus
he throws
Christ.
it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Okay. Oh. Follow instructions careful. Oh, Jesus Christ. First, click on this table. Okay. Good. Go over to the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. Oh, okay. Floor lamp off and on again. Okay. We go to the left side sofa. Move it a little bit over. Okay. Finally touch the shell. Okay. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. What? Okay. Well, I guess I can't get out now. Oh, I can. Return. Where am I going? Oh!
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
What?
Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this, to see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop, that particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, these liminal spaces, man. Oh, goodness. Crickets, it's so quiet. It's so quiet. Watch out. Watch out, it's so quiet. What are we gonna do? Oh. Okay. Hello? Hello? It's me. Who is that? Yeah, hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. Yeah, I'm you. Dot dot. So you were trapped in the prison too? Yep. I was in the furniture maze.
And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
That's where I am right now. I'm so glad to know that I get out eventually. What's it like to escape? Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in the prison was like. It's strange, but in a way, I kind of miss being in the prison. It feels like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. I like that answer. Like being still and wildly in motion. The only different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and things will be exactly the same as before. No, I'm really the same person now as I was back then. It actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all. Oh. Nice to hear. It makes me feel really happy. Age just kind of does that, you know? I'm still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. Remember to enjoy being who you are right now. It won't last. Oh, why won't it last? I'm gonna say I'm still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Yes, I did get a call. That's how I escaped. No, actually. Huh. Like, can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can find you. What do I have to do? The background noises are messing with my head. To get out, all you have to do is be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. Tell me how you feel right now. What? That'll free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just tell me how you feel. It won't make sense. I was gonna say, just tell me how you feel. Okay, I feel afraid that nothing will ever change. All the answers are go on, so I guess we're choosing go on.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
It is. It's very nice.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
I don't know, but I guess we're gonna find out.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Okay. Hey. Oh, hey, hold on. Clean? Oh my goodness. Glad as heck that you showed up. So I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Everyone
You'll notice that
knows
the quality
lonesome
of the art is a
hands,
step up from previous games,
make lousy
including
homes.
this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Huh. Don't worry about me. The place is nice. I'll be glad to stay here all night. And lousy homes make home loners. What? Are we cleaning this whole place? Don't worry about me. Place this nice, I'd be glad to stay here all night. Well, now, you just might be getting a little ahead of yourself there now. Why don't we start cleaning up and then decide if you can do it all night? I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Yeah, sure. Why not? Table clear. Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Yeah, I guess so. Can I do things out of order? Can I clean the living room first? Oh, drink here. Look, the open floor plan is very nice, very modern. Lofted ceilings. Oh no! I have no reflection. I'm a vampire. Darn it. Make the bed. Fix the rug. Wow. Bed made. While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? All the little details matter. Yeah, sure. Can I straighten up the books too? Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How'd you end up doing this job? It's been a long time since I've seen a house that... Yeah, it's not... Yeah, okay. It's not been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? Well, I don't enjoy it as much as I need it. While I'm working, I kind of feel calm. That rests in the pit of my rib cage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way, it seems. Which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, that and a tidy couch. Would you straighten the pillows on the sofa out here? Yeah, I guess so. I don't want to straighten up the books. Couch straightened. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled the drink over by the couch. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there? Yeah, sure. There you go, all cleaned up. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy. Yeah, I'll try to get by. You absolutely have to? Yeah, make it especially cheesy. Dot 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 dot. No. No, it would be stupid. Sorry, never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? I didn't come in here to play a video game to do the stuff that I'm not doing at my house right now. Jeez, what the hell? There you go. Last I checked, the tub needed cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best you can? We need to be perfect. No need to be perfect, we're all just human. Okay. There you go. Cleaned. Are there still books scattered on the floor in my bedroom? If so, you put them back on the shelf. Yeah, I get to clean up the books. Books cleaned. Yeah. Now then.
After the intense set of prison games,
Wait a
this
second.
house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
The chores ever end? No, they don't. Darling, let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you have to absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owns you. So why don't we be with the task at hand
really like this game.
and leave the future chores to future you?
This was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
The person you wants to smooth out the rug in the bedroom, believe it or not. Trust me on this one. I'll trust you. Let's go. Oh no. There you go. The tub again? Okay. Didn't even use it. How'd it get dirty again? Yeah, let me hear the cheesy thought. I was going to say, it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You take care of it, and it takes care of you. Ha! Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. So the options are, I get it, that's a weird thing to say to someone you just met. Yeah, you're right. That's pretty cheesy. But there's a bit of truth in it, no? I'm gonna agree with the third one. There's a bit of truth in that. Fine. So, housekeeping. Keep doing this. Books. Please clean up the books, thanks. Okay, books. Books clean. Now what? Oh no, the pillows again.
I'm glad he found some peace.
Yeah. They're all straight. What's the question?
But, of course, it can't last. The
Enjoy
music
this?
stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive. Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Huh.
This one gets a bit goofy.
Items you lump at members only prices? Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? To make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about when in your own life? Who do you know is so well developed as a person that can make you feel distinguished with yourself? Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. The question is not how do we do it, but how do we do it effortlessly? This is easy.
About
It is
halfway
so
through the
easy.
game,
So
the
easy.
perspective shifts.
Being perfect is effortless. Whoa. Okay. What's going on out there?
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh, can I? Oh, let's see. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? On the way to work, I told an elderly person to start contributing to society. Kids should not follow their dreams. Huh. Let me tell you right now, if it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. I still love you. It's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. Being alone must be awful. Thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Drinking is not hurting my life. You are torturing yourself, trying to find the right solutions for your life. You're not doing it right. You understand that you want to be happy until you... Do you understand that you won't be happy until you love me? For you, seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simplest path forward? Ew. Developing a cyst. Gross. Ah, just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? What? There is no truth. There is no path. Haha, just kidding. What if I'm not a good teacher? Do what is easiest. Do what is simplest. Feel what is true. Holy shit, you guys. Something is coming out of the back of the room. Look out. Nothing. No one. It's coming for you. It's going to destroy you. Everyone run! Run! Yeah, run!
I fell pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable
Perfection.
experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
I can do that. Okay.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one.
Stage.
That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's
Whoa.
not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Climb the ladders? No? Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. Where am I supposed to be? I don't know where I'm supposed to be. In the scene, we'll be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against the wall. What wall? Where's the wall? Oh, there's the wall. Leaning against the wall. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in the chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Okay. Hello. Hello, that's it? That's how you start one. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Okay. Oh my god. These are not good answers. I'm super scared right now. I like you. Here are all of my hopes and dreams. I guess let's go with hopes and dreams. Sure. No. That's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. Give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now talk to her again. I want to touch them. Oh, jeez. Weird. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, okay, let's see what our options are. Enough bouncing around. You must have worked really hard to get where you are. I'll bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some sacrifices you had to make? Let's go sacrifices. You're messing it all up again. What do you mean? You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. Okay. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Okay. Go to the lamp. Liminal spaces, man. Oh, the cage again. Oh, we're in prison. Oh no. Okay,
the
yes.
game ends with this eerie
Now this is
premonition of
working.
what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears
That's
of
perfect,
having
wonderful.
to perform and having to
Really
chase
wonderful.
success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looks to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
That's just crazy. Mobius trip. Play this game properly. You must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Can I open my eyes yet? Can I open my eyes yet? What's going on? Oh, it started over again.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise.
Okay,
And there
fine.
is a solution, by the way.
What's going on? I'm blind. Oh no, they're all blind. Oh no, where's the switch? Where's the switch? Someone talk to me. Aw. Okay. Help, I'm blind. Door over here. Oh, hey, look. My work is always fun. Oh no. Oh no, yeah, my work is not always fun. I can't see anything. Please tell me how to solve this. Truth. Can't keep making these. Oh, that's the truth? Okay. Oh. Oh.
Like
I
I
don't
said,
know.
I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet
It's
for him.
draining me.
Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Huh. I haven't been honest. I can't figure out how to say the thing. Thought it was going to be easy. Doing it, it's working. Alone, I'm stuck in it. I have to work harder. Going to be okay.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Where am I? Where did this island come from? Oh, the music's weird. Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I've talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. I have nothing left to give to my work. Oh no. What happened? Did something change? Oh jeez. Trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. Really? I need to see it. To know why it stopped.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
A good question. You can help me solve the puzzle. We'll find the machine. Deal? Deal. Perfect. Come along. I'll show it to you.
Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was.
It's the door
He was
again.
in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet. And so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Solved this puzzle before. Oh, wonderful. First, you have to open the door. Okay, now what? Now you have to close the first door. Yeah. Now press the switch here. Yeah. Ah,
You
that was
can't
so simple.
talk yourself out of loneliness.
But never
It
solved this
doesn't work
before.
that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Okay, here we are. Where am I? I need to see it to know why it stopped. Where did this island come from? I have nothing left to give to my work. Huh. These are just some words on a wall. Trust me, you'll see. Will I? I have to say that game development is simple and joyous, that you love it 100% of the time. Okay. All of the answers are just saying that making games is easy. That doesn't mean that it's enjoyable. Making games is simple. Why did I feel so awful when I said that? Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. When I can't make games, I feel completely energized. I'm constantly excited and enthusiastic about my work. It is easy. It never stops being easy. Yeah.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Every time I make something, I feel better about myself.
This is someone
Perfect,
I really
that feels
cared about.
fantastic.
And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this
I'm going to
was the
vomit.
worst thing for me.
Patience, you have to trust me. I promise this will work. Please continue. Pain breezes effortlessly off me. Any sacrifices made for my work are worth it 100% of the time. It always pays off eventually. Or going.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I
No
don't know
shame,
how
no
else to
fear, no
explain
guilt.
it. I wanted
I'll be
it to
safe by my
stop
work.
more than anything.
I believe this
I had never felt
unquestionably.
so
I am a
rotten.
vassal for certainty.
I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this
Hurtful.
to stop.
Broke down a whole bunch of walls. Now, oh my goodness.
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
Something else. Okay. Hello? I am glad to see you've arrived safely. Capture the machine. It's waiting for you. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick, perhaps? Very good. Be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Oh my goodness. Okay, that is a lot of people. Why are they all here? There's a lot going on. And here's the machine.
And of course, it's the machine.
Stopped. With gears like that, I'm not surprised. Stop feeding us. People out there, can you imagine what pain you put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? Oh god. How about this for a start? You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. And so alone. Apologize for leaving. No, nothing. Alright then, I'll apologize to the people on your behalf. Friends. Falls on me to deliver bad news, or I have a troubling revelation. Falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine will not apologize to us. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. I'm gonna say it won't apologize. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Find a way to live without it. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Let us show us that we are not failures. Follow me. We will destroy the machine. Follow me. We will destroy everything the machine has created. Oh. I don't like these options. Well, created. Okay. Guess we're going back in. Oh, wait. What? 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 All the world is a stage. Wow, this is... Talk about commentary on life. Destroy the entire stage.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation.
Oh,
And so, as I'm thinking this, I realized that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him?
oh my
If he could see
goodness.
the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work? So I started
Crazy.
showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they
Oh, into the
genuinely
door.
loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Down your weapon.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I
Yeah.
always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something, I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
That was it. He'd stop making games, didn't he? Or the narrator's Coda.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's.
Uh-oh.
This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
Oh, no. June 2011. Okay.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Maybe that's what he wanted. The liminal spaces, man.
This room actually has a maze in it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all.
Oh.
But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Okie dokie. That's crazy.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end.
Wow.
But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
Oh no, it's just numbers.
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Okay, 1, 5, 6. 7. It almost makes me feel like he didn't want people getting in. That he made it so that it's possible, but not without a ton of effort. Like, he didn't want people to be there. He didn't want people to come in. He didn't want people to experience these
The switch to open this door
things.
is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
Yeah, the 3 dots. Good question. What was that? We got some color now. Interesting.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed.
Didn't get through to him. Sense. He didn't fail, though. He didn't fail. Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games.
I'm the reason that you stopped
I need to
making
ask
games,
you
aren't I?
not to
because of
speak
what
to
I
me
did.
anymore.
I poisoned it for you. I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I'm making these games for you.
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally, for a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my work somewhere, hidden between games. If there was an answer or meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give? Violating the one boundary that keeps me safe? Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? Yo. Would
And
you
then you
simply
stopped. And
let
I
them be
didn't
what
have
they
anything
are?
left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Around you, I feel physically ill. Desperately need something. I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just part of the process. The fact that you think I'm frustrated or broken says more about you than me. Oof. Wow, this is some heavy shit, man. I realize that doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks. That you make peace with this thing that you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
When you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. Oh, the
That's
solution's
why I'm
gone.
releasing this collection of your work. Is
Oh my
because I haven't been
god.
able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything.
Oh
And
no.
so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry.
Bro.
I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in.
Yeah.
I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing
The
it
mind
again right
fuck.
now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm
Games aren't
fading,
gonna help you with that,
and
bro.
all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Don't we all? Jeez. Oh my god. What a crazy fucking game. Making my brain hurt. And so, where are we now? Like we're in train station, possibly. TV here.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
It is. Oh, there's some flicker. What's flickering? I guess let's go on the train.
Solution. Solution. Solution.
Oh, okay. Uh, nice house.
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed.
Yo, you were going out and
Maybe
telling
he
people
just
that?
likes making prisons.
In liminal spaces. Prisons and liminal spaces. Nice marble.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Oh, jeez. Where are we at now? Where am I? Like some subterranean mine of some
If I
sort.
knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be?
Question.
It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
That's a good question. I was
What
not
now?
expecting to get hit with this. My goodness.
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna...
Feel that, man.
Okay.
Feel that. Sure, a lot of other people do too. So, guess let's just get through this on our own. For no other reason than just to get through it. Look at it. Beautiful, I'll tell you that much. Down the hall. Do we go down the hall? Do we go down the hall? Down the rabbit hole. Let's go. In the prison? Where is it? A long jump to a short elevator ride? Okay. Back in the station again? Like? The entire game is just like one big liminal space. It's really messing with my head. I feel like I'm playing a dream. Oh, is that Whisper again? Oh, do I need to stop Whisper again? it is. Jump in? Should I jump in? Yeah, let's jump in. There it is. Oh, go again. Floating out. Oh, God. Talk about making you feel small. Holy shit. It is quite beautiful, though. It really is. The vastness. Really is quite a sight to behold. I feel like I should be waxing poetic at this point, but this game just hit hard. Hit home so hard. I don't even know what to say. Something else, man.
Turn back, turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove that I'm brave, let me keep going. But the cave goes for miles and miles and miles, and you're so tired, but I know that you're strong, so turn back, turn back.
Okay, well, that was Beginner's Guide. And honestly, I don't even know what else to say about it. I think it spoke for itself. Great design, great game. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Well, as always, be safe out there. Have a wonderful day.